Hey everyone, welcome to another lesson. Today we are continuing our topic on growth, and we are talking about aspects of growth. Now, what we mean by aspects of growth is that growth doesn't occur in all parts of a plant. So we want to talk about the specific aspects or the specific parts of a plant where growth occurs. Now, growth specifically occurs in certain places and certain tissues in plant bodies. Now, the tissues, or these tissues that we're talking about, in where growth takes place, is called the meristem, or we could call it the meristematic tissue. Now, we could call a meristematic tissue or a meristem a tissue that retains the ability to divide by mitosis and turn out new cells. So that's what we mean by a meristem. So a meristem is simply a cell that retains the ability to divide by mitosis, and they can turn out new cells. So that is where growth occurs, because obviously mitosis is involved, or it is a part of growth. Mitosis is the major thing that occurs that helps growth to occur. So meristem is a tissue that allows mitosis to occur and produce new cells. So examples of the meristematic tissues or the meristems include the apex, the stem, the shoot, the internodes, and the vascular cambium. So those are tissues where growth can occur in a plant. Now, let's talk about the regulation of growth by hormones. Now, what are hormones? Hormones are chemical or biochemical substances produced in small quantities by the cell of plants and animals, and has a profound or considerable effect on the parts of the body where they are needed for whatever purpose. Now, in this context, we're talking about growth. So where they are needed for growth. So hormones are chemical substances that help or have an effect on different parts of the body of a plant. So we want to talk about how hormones affect or regulate growth. Now, for plants, hormones are produced only at the growing parts of the plant, such as the apical meristem or of the shoot or roots. So what I mean by that is at the shoot tip or the root tip, the tip of the roots or the tip of the shoot. So plants is where plant hormones are produced. So plant hormones are produced specifically only at the shoot tip or the root tip of a plant, and they are transported to other parts of the plant where they are needed. Now, examples of these plant hormones include auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid, and florigens. So those are examples of plant hormones. Now, let's talk about animal hormones. Now, before we talk about animal hormones, let's talk about plant functions of plant hormones. How do they help in growth? Now, plant hormones help in stem elongation. So that's one of the functions of plant hormones. They help in stem elongation. They help the stem to extend or to grow. Also, another function of plant hormones is that it makes plants to respond to tropism. Plant hormones help plants to respond to tropism. Tropism is basically irritability in plants. So plant hormones help plants to exhibit irritability. Then another function is that it causes root and stem abscission. So another function of plant hormones is that it causes root and stem apical division. Plant hormones help in root and stem apical division. Another one is that it causes fruit growth and ripening. So it helps fruit to grow better and it helps them to ripen faster. It helps the fruits to become ripe. Another one is that it causes flower bud and lateral root initiation. So those are the functions of plant hormones. Now let's talk about animal hormones. Now, in animals, hormones are produced in ductless glands called the endocrine system. And these hormones are now released straight into the bloodstream, from which they are transported to the main target, to the target body parts. So hormones of animals are produced in the endocrine system. And from the endocrine system, they are released into the bloodstream, and from there they are transported to where they are needed in the animal. Now let's talk about the different types of animal hormones and the parts of the body where they are used and also where they are produced. So first hormone we'll be talking about is pituitary. Now pituitary, the gland where it is secreted or produced is the pituitary gland. Now the site where it functions, or the site where the hormone is needed, is the base of the head, the base of the head. Then another hormone is thyroxine. Now thyroxine is produced in the thyroid gland, and the site where it functions, or the part, is the neck. Another hormone is the parathormone. Now the site where parathormone functions is also the neck, as in just like the thyroid gland, and the gland where it is produced is the parathyroid. Another hormone is the insulin. Now insulin is produced in the pancreas, that's the gland where it is produced, and the site where it functions is the loop of the duodenum. Another hormone is adrenaline. Adrenaline is produced in the adrenal gland, and the site where it functions is the top of the kidney. Testosterone is another hormone, and testosterone is the gland where testosterone is secreted is the testis, and the site where it functions is also the testis. Another hormone is the progesterone, and progesterone is secreted in the ovaries, that's the gland where it's secreted, and the site where it functions is also the ovaries. So with that, we've come to the end of today's topic on growth, aspects of growth, and regulation of growth by hormones. See you next lesson.